They call me designer in residence here at Cranleigh School, which means that I'm here making my own furniture and running a woodwork activity for the pupils. Basically, I'm trying to inspire and say, hey guys, you don't have to do academic work all your life, there is another way of living as well. Probably about 3 years ago, I was working out of 2 old squash courts using them as a workshop. I learned that the squash courts needed to be demolished for future developments here at the school, so I suggested we build a new wooden building, and the headmaster, who was such a forward-thinking guy here, said yes, okay, cost it for me. So to cost it, I had to design it before I got on and built it, and I would say, and here it is today, but in fact something happened last night which means we got a slight hiccup. Well, I was a little shaky, a little shocked. Not shocked, trauma shocked, but just shocked that all that effort has taken 18 months, no, 16 months of hard work, is just not there anymore. But I do feel very much Phoenix rising from the ashes, that sort of cliche, but nevertheless, you know, this is a case of, this was the prototype, wait till you see the real one. You know, I've learned so much through this. I'm disappointed, I'm downhearted, but on the other hand, looking to the future, I actually do feel very positive that I can take it on from here and do something quite fantastic. The concept imagined was October '05, but it was January '07, we actually came on site to start to clear it. And February '07, the trees arrived on site, which I scraped by hand before we had the raw material to work with. So from mid-March '07 to April '08, was the time it took to build the building. Just over a year, really. I started in furniture, and in fact I still am furniture. I've always wanted to do something like this. I've waited 20 years actually to do something like this. I remember talking to local planners, say at least 15 years ago, saying I'd like to do something like this, and they said we're not allowing new buildings, because this you couldn't put on the end of a terrace, it's not going to fit. But so it would have to be in the country or in a wood. But round here they're so particular that wasn't going to happen unless you're on a campus somewhere, and that's where I've ended up. And because we removed 2 old wooden buildings, it was an ideal opportunity. The outside I wanted very crisp and chic and contemporary, so that for green and sustainability, I think lots of people think, oh, it's a bit hippie, it's just a bit wacky. Whereas I think if you got it smart on the outside, I wanted to show the boys in the city with the smart suits and the smart cars, it's okay to go green. You can still have something that looks good and sharp without it being all a bit, hey man, and all that. Because I think a lot of people are put off through wrong connotations.